this book. There are many stories about the stars, ocean, internet, writing, music, life, dinosaurs, and many other stories. As you can see, it's a very colorful book with many, many different stories. And today I will read you some things about the dinosaurs. And to be more specific, when did the age of the dinosaurs begin? The end, when it came suddenly. An asteroid or comet 10 kilometers across slammed into the Gulf of Mexico, gouging an 180-kilometer crater and unleashing firestorms, eruptions, mega tsunamis across the globe. The debris blocked out the sun for years. The dinosaurs and the other 75% of life that went down with them didn't stand a chance. The story of the demise of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago is well known. But that of their origins is less so. Dinosaurs were the dominant animals on land for at least 135 million years. The longest reign of any group. For years, paleontologists thought that dinosaurs rose rapidly to prominence about 200 million years ago by virtue of being evolutionarily superior to their competitors. The Triassic period in which they first evolved was seen as little more than a dress rehearsal for the true age of dinosaurs, a kind of Jurassic light. We know this isn't what happened. The secret of the dinosaurs. Success was luck. They were in the right place at the right time. And like their demise, their origins and heyday were triggered by huge, catastrophic mass extinction. At the end itself nearly went extinct, leaving bleak and empty landscapes over the vast single continent of Pangaea. A few plants and a large land animal somehow clung on, and over the next 50 million years, they gradually refilled the empty planet for life. The first to take advantage was a group of mammal-like reptiles called synapsids. They dominated the early Triassic and gave rise to mammals. By the middle of the Triassic period, a second group of reptilians, Permian survivors, called the diapsids, were starting to take over. That's when the things began to get monstrous. Some of these beasts took to the water and evolved into ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, and the other familiar marine reptiles of kids' dinosaur books, though they were not dinosaurs. Another lot evolved into snakes and lizards. But the most interesting evolutionary action was taking place in a group of land animals called the archosaurs, the ruling reptiles. The classic view is that archosaurs evolved in the Middle Triassic and quickly gave rise to crocodiles, dinosaurs, and the flying pterosaurs. They produced a few assorted others too, but these were of no great significance. Almost as soon as dinosaurs evolved, they started throwing their weight around, thanks to superior evolutionary adaptation. They quickly became the dominant land animals, making the Triassic the dawn of the dinosaurs. Or was it? It is true that the earliest dinosaurs are found in the Middle Triassic rocks. The oldest came from a 230 million year old formation in the foothills of the Andes in Argentina. The early birds. The first to be identified was Herrerasaurus, a very primitive two-legged meat-eater, discovered in 1959. Herrerasaurus was found to belong to a group called the theropods, which ultimately gave rise to T-Rex, Velociraptor, and modern birds. A few years later came Eoraptor, a member of the lineage that eventually evolved into the gigantic long-necked sauropod herbivores, such as Diplodocus and Apatosaurus. The discovery of Pisanosaurus completed the picture. It was a forerunner of the duck-billed dinosaur, confirming that even in this early stage, dinosaurs had split into two major families. this catastrophe hit the others hardest. All sorts of large, bizarre reptiles disappeared forever. And much as the death of the dinosaurs cleared the way for the rise of the mammals, so the Triassic reptiles' demise heralded the age of dinosaurs. The late Triassic was the heyday of the Archosaurs. The illusion of dinosaur dominance stemmed from the fact that fossils of Triassic land animals are rare and usually incomplete. The scientists found Triassic fossils that looked like they came from dinosaurs. They logically assumed that they were dinosaurs. That included the Rhaetians, long-legged predators shaped like bears or lions. The largest stretched 7 meters. Some were bizarre, such as the sail-backed Arizonosaurus. Another dominant group of predators were the Phytosaurs, long-bodied reptiles with narrow crocodilian jaw that looked a bit like modern gharials. The most common plant eaters were Atosaurs, low-slung animals up to 5 meters long, with small heads and armored bodies. Built like the ankylosaurs of the dinosaur age. For the next 10 million years, the world belonged to these little-known animals, with dinosaurs playing big parts. Then along came Jurassic mass extinction of 200 million years ago. It was one of the 5 most devastating extinctions of the past 500 million years. But that has attracted little attention, partly because there is no obvious trigger, and partly because it claimed no charismatic victims. Except that it did. The Archosaurs, for some unknown reason, they got absolutely hammered, leaving the dinosaurs to inherit the earth. Out of the shadows. The rise of the dinosaurs at the end of the Triassic period is similar to that of the mammals at the end of the Cretaceous period. After millions of years living in the shadow, they suddenly found they got the world largely to themselves, and they took advantage. Fossils show that while dinosaurs were few and far between in the late Triassic, they dominated the early Jurassic. The biggest dinosaur footprints jumped from 25 to 35 centimeters within just 30,000 years. This means that whatever made those tracks doubled in size over this time, this was a true